nuclear freeze, Pyongyang would cease missile tests in exchange for a moratorium on Washington's massive war games. On August 14, the Korean Central News Agency issued a surprising statement from North Korea's 33-year-old dictator, Kim Jong-un. The respected supreme leader, KCNA said, had decided to watch a little more the conduct of the United States before proceeding on a vow to fire missiles near the Pacific island of Guam to create an enveloping fire. A few hours later, the Wall Street Journal reported that North Korea had pulled back its threat to attack a United States territory. In response, President Trump triumphantly took to Twitter to praise Kim's very wise and well-reasoned decision. The exchange eased, temporarily, at least, a nuclear war scare that began a week earlier, when Trump threatened to rain fire and fury like the world has never seen on North Korea, if it didn't mend its ways. So what's next? Just days before Kim's pullback, Secretary of State Rex Tillerson and Secretary of Defense James Mattis took to the pages of the Journal to lay out the terms of the diplomacy they promised as a way to defuse the crisis. While the United States has no interest in regime change, they asserted, North Korea's long record of dishonesty made it incumbent upon the Kim regime to signal its desire to negotiate in good faith by first ceasing its nuclear tests and missile launches. This was clearly a rejection of the recent Chinese and Russian freeze-for-freeze proposal, which would exchange a cessation of Pyongyang's tests for a moratorium or scaling back of Washington's massive war games with South Korea, including the Ulchi Freedom Guardian exercises that began on August 21. Moreover, the Tillerson-Mattis assurances were undercut by comments from H.R. McMaster, Trump's national security advisor, that the United States is fully prepared for a preventive war to stop North Korea from threatening the United States with a nuclear weapon. North Korea has reason to worry about U.S. war games. As the North Koreans well know, those plans are highly advanced. 2 days before Trump declared that U.S. forces in South Korea were locked and loaded, NBC News broadcast a detailed report that the Pentagon had plans to strike some 24 North Korean missile launch sites, testing grounds and support facilities, using B-1B heavy bombers stationed at Andersen Air Force Base in Guam. The NBC report added that the B-1s could fire their missiles from outside Korean airspace, thus making it possible to launch unilateral strikes. A major concern to South Korea, what happened next was hardly surprising. North Korea declared that it was carefully examining plans to launch missiles toward Guam. As historian Bruce Cummings noted in The Guardian, North Korea's statements had a concrete, predictable nature, especially when compared with the Trump administration's more general threats that North Korea's acquisition of nuclear weapons could, in Mattis's words, lead to the end of the regime and destruction of its people. Yet even as he backed down, Kim issued a warning. In order to defuse the tensions and prevent a war, the United States should stop its arrogant provocations and unilateral demands, and not provoke us any longer. Over the weekend, Kim responded to McMaster's new tack by declaring that the Korean People's Army will take resolute steps the moment even a slight sign of the preventive war is spotted.
Let it go.